All right, Coach. Tied Ohio State, beat Valparaiso. What was the difference in those two games for you guys?
I think being at home helped. I think that first exhibition game is always, there's ebbs and flows. One of our goals for the game was to have higher lows and probably less holes in the game. I think we certainly felt like we were expected to win and probably built some confidence off of our performance Friday, which gave us some momentum. But overall, I just think we've been pretty good about hanging around with teams, staying in games, not losing. This team has a 10-game unbeaten streak dating back to the end of last year because the Marquette loss was a penalty kick loss, so it went down as a tie. But what I'm getting at is we did a very good job of playing with teams and not losing, and I think the next step now is how to win games. And we got a 1-0 lead, but I think the real challenge was to make it 2-0 and ultimately 3-0 and pull away, and that in itself is not an easy thing to do, and I think that was the biggest thing.
Yeah. And you guys are finally being able to play against other teams and not yourself. How have the newcomers adapted to their roles?
We used, I believe, everybody last night in our team, and everybody looked comfortable. And we probably have 3 to 5 freshmen that are, going to compete to play opening day. And, we're known to redshirt our freshmen. That will be the case with some of them. But I do think it's not so much playing good soccer and a talent thing. It's understanding where to be and kind of what the demands are as far as not so much with the ball, it's without the ball, because you are without the ball 95% of the time. So I think it's systematic understanding. But I think the thing I'm most proud of is there hasn't been too much resistance from older guys as far as young guys and their playing time and where they stand on the totem pole, and that's kind of helps with the chemistry.
And all 4 goalies got in the net last night. How was their game for the team in the net?
Well, 2 of them had to make big saves. Nate Logan made a huge save in the second stanza. Eddie Walsh made a save in a direct kick late. And then I think Cole got his first college experience, which was good. And I think in his own funny way, Matt Rosenberg really didn't have to do anything, but that speaks to what he does with the guys in front of him as far as preventing things from happening. So we have some depth. It's nice to see. And I think it reminded me of the top teams we've had here where late in the game we emptied the bench and had all our other guys in there, and they were very competitive and very understanding of what they were supposed to do, and it really looked like everybody belonged and everybody was a Division I player.
Last exhibition game on Friday against Michigan State. How is the team preparing for that game?
It'll be kind of like a final exam. I think it's going to be the Big Ten grittiness and athleticism of Ohio State, probably with a little more soccer and a little more attacking than Ohio State had. So I think the physicality part, but also knowing when to be physical and when to play football. I think the demands of the tempo and how quickly they pressure us will be higher than we've seen, and probably our defenders will be under the gun a little more. They probably have more talented, professional level attacking players than we've seen probably all last spring and even the preseason. So this will be the first high-end top 10 game for some guys. It'll be the first time we've done it at home, but I think it's a very good segue into Akron, because I think that's what Akron's going to be.
And in the Big East preseason, you guys were picked 5th. What are your thoughts on that?
Funny, I was expecting 6th or 7th, so I think it's fair. I think our tradition probably got us a couple votes higher than we wanted to. But it's a dichotomy, really, because last year we were picked 2nd, our highest ever preseason, and we finished our lowest ever at 5th. And then the one year we came in 2nd, we were picked 6th, which is our lowest ever preseason, highest ever regular season. So I think for this group it's good, it's fitting, it's probably deserved, and I will tell everybody this group appreciates that, and we're certainly going to spin it into a positive.
And Samson Serja, was picked on the preseason team. How have you seen him grow over his years here?
Had a great summer. I think mentally Sam's the best he's been. He's in the best shape he's ever been in, and nothing says more than he went to Virginia this summer to a USL team, Loudoun United, and within 3 days with DC United and spent 10 days with them, and they certainly have an interest in him, which has little to do with the pro thing or DC United, but more just what Sam's capable of, and he feels like he's a top player now, and it's his team, and I think he's going to have a great year.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep, thank you.